Hi everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to the Window Works Facebook Live. Today we're going to talk about Roman shades and how to use them to enhance your window treatment designs. I am going to say full disclosure, I'm using a new app to record Facebook Live, so bear with me if there's any glitches or anything. But yeah, so here we go. We love using Roman shades when we're designing window treatments. They're really versatile right now, and it's really hot and what's on trends in the window treatment game. So today, for example, I was at a new client's home and she had a kitchen that she kind of wanted to modernize a little bit, and she had her window over her kitchen sink and then the sliding glass door. She didn't need any kind of privacy because she faced the woods and she really liked her view, but she thought, you know, what can I do here to enhance it? So instead of doing your typical valance, I said, what about if we were to use a Roman shade for the design? Hi, how are you? Okay. You just never know who's going to pop in. Give me one quick second. Hey, Adriana.
Is the boss here?
No, she is not here, but neither boss is here. No, he is not here either.
Okay.
It's okay. Hi, everyone. You just never know what kind of customer is going to pop in here. So I'm going to take you in the back with me. Okay. So
I was here before.
at this particular client's home, we were trying to discuss like what we wanted to do, either a cornice or Roman shade. So we're still kind of playing back and forth with design, but the beauty part of it is we have the ability to put a Roman shade and pull it up. So I'm going to show you an example of exactly what I mean real quick. So that being said, right here, this is a picture that this is a picture of a kitchen that we did here locally. Our customer wanted some kind of a cool contemporary valance. She has a really cool contemporary home. So we made these Roman shades and we made them to a certain length, and then we pulled them up to said desired length on site. So Billy, we made them 36 inches long, and then Billy pulled them up to the desired height that we wanted them to be pulled up at. It was clean, contemporary, really shows off this really amazing geometric pattern. That's the other beauty part of using a flat Roman as a valance, because you can show off these bigger geometric prints and patterns here. So this was one that we used. This is an example of one that we used. So this is what I mean. So today I'm kind of playing it up a little bit in terms of the app here. So another way that we can do things is you can make it a full-on shade, just like this. In this project we did here for Jody McWright of Jody McWright Interiors here in Short Hills. She wanted to make the kitchen nook area really super cozy, and we put Roman shades in this banquette and then paired it up with a Hunter Douglas luminette. So as you can see here, she had this really cool waterfall print that she wanted to put here, because if you see in the banquette, it's pretty tight in terms of what are you going to put there that's going to be a pretty decorative element. They didn't want to break the window line, so putting Roman shades inside mount really helped enhance this space in this area here. And then in this next project, we used the Roman shade. This is a full-on Roman with a cornice over top. So by doing this element, it's almost like two products in one. So the Roman shade, the flat Roman shade, obviously serves as the privacy layer, and the cornice on top acts as the valance. Now this particular Roman shade here is over a tub, and this tub deck is pretty large, so we opted to motorize the shade with Somfy motorization, so our client wouldn't have to climb over the tub every time they wanted to move the shade up and down. It's really great. So this is another way that you can incorporate Roman shades into the into your design. Here's another option here, and in this particular design here, this is a Roman shade that we did also for another bathroom that this client, we actually installed wood blinds first in this application. So with the wood blinds, she felt like it just wasn't enough. It didn't create this soft spa-like ambience that she was looking for, and she really liked the striped fabric. So instead of doing some kind of frilly valance on top, and to achieve that spa-like look, we did a Roman shade. Now we installed this Roman shade on the outside because we installed wood blinds inside, and if you, as you can see in the picture, we put it on the flat part of the molding as opposed to going wall to wall, because if you see the curved of the ceiling kind of is a little awkward, so we had the option of putting it on the flat. Now we made this a little longer and pulled it up, and Billy, our installer, locked it here into place so that you have that like really luxurious, luscious folds underneath in order to really have that full look. But then again, it shows off the fabulous breezy stripe of the fabric pattern. I have a couple of Romans here in the showroom that I'm going to show you, but today it's like Grand Central Station here at Window Works because there's customers after customers coming in and out of the showroom, so bear with me in just one second. I'm going to go back actually to the Roman shades that I first showed you in the kitchen that we did in Short Hills. So with this one, this particular client wasn't exactly sure 100% how long she wanted these Roman shades. We kept going back and forth, like, do we make them 24 inches long? Do we make them only 18, 20? And as window treatment experts, you know that sometimes we can really debate an inch, and that inch or 2 inches can make a really big difference. So we decided to make these 36 inches long, and then between the client and ourselves and our installer Bill, we decided on site what the appropriate height would be. Now, if you're absolutely sure, like, yes, I want my valance to be, 16 inches or whatever the case is, we can make the valance a Roman shade valance so that we make it the full 16 inches, and then we sew 2 bottom folds at the bottom, and there's no playing around with it on the site. So you don't have to make it a full operable shade like we did in this example here, but you can make it an actual valance that doesn't move. Now there are a couple of ways that you can operate Roman shades, like this picture here. We had said it was it was motorized, so you can do them motorized. You also have the ability to do a clutch control, which is the continuous cord loop and standard cord lock, and it all depends on what the space is and everything else. Now these shades here, they were inside mount. Now the inside mount on this window was really small. We didn't have a lot of space. And again, the designer was really adamant about showing the beautiful lines of that bay and didn't really want to interrupt the window moldings and everything else. So we did a small profile flush mount board where we turned the board and we were able to fit them inside, and it was just sleek and it made that space, it just really worked out great in that space. Now you can't see the cords that are happening here because our installer wrapped them up underneath. This customer, even though we have the ability to move them up and down, but she had Bill, after we put them up and after she had been living in the home for a while, she just asked Bill, you know what, set them in place, I'm never going to move them, and we wrapped the cords and you can't see them. Now I do apologize if you guys are asking me questions or making any kind of comments. I am away from my computer, which was the source that I was going to use to see the comments. Since I'm not doing this on a typical Facebook Live platform, I can't really see any comments on who's joining. So if you're joining us, hi. And let's see. Nope, we still have people in the showroom. So give me a couple more minutes, and then I can bring you out into our showroom so you can see our displays that we have out there. Real quick, just a quick shout out to everyone that I met down at the IWCE Window Fashions or Visions conference last week. I had such a blast in Tampa. A big thank you to Grace, who the owner of the Visions magazine. It's such an amazing experience to go down there and just meet so many people that have been doing this for so long, some really big industry people. I had an amazing time, and I cannot wait to go to Nashville next year. All right, so let's see if it's safe to go back out there. Hello, I'm back. All right, so we're gonna go back out here. I'm gonna go to the computer real quick and see. You're kind of getting a little sneak peek of our back offices here. Hey guys. Yeah. So, all right, right here in our showroom, this is a full-on Roman shade that when you pull it down, as you can see, no light is coming through. That's the other great thing about Roman shades, is that you could also pair them with drapery panels, and they make a really nice blackout function. Instead of doing, like, say, a roller shade or a Hunter Douglas honeycomb, that's there are other great shades to use when you're considering blackout. You might also want to consider a Roman shade. This Roman shade that we have here in the showroom, we operate it here with the continuous cord loop with the clutch control, and when you bring it down, it comes down like this. And see, look at this pattern. I think this pattern has a repeat of 35 inches or so. So that's the other amazing part about going with the Roman shade. You really shows off this this really fabulous pink pattern. Okay. Now this is another Roman shade that I'm going to show you here. This Roman that I have here behind me is a flat Roman shade that is more like that valance that we showed you in the kitchen. So this one here we made to a certain height, and I'm going to let it down for you so you can see it. So this is what it normally looks like when it would be done. It'd be almost completely flat, but I couldn't get the lock. So when it's like this, then on the install, Bill will pull it up to whatever height you want it at. So it goes from that to that, and just like that, voila, you have a modern valance for any of your windows. Now that cord that's dangling there, we would knot it up at the top, and you really wouldn't see it. So I'm gonna go here and just check it out. What's going on here in the all right, here we go. All right, let me check out your comments now that I'm actually back at my computer to do that.
Hey honey, it's me.
Do that. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Hi, Luann and Christy. Luann is on the road today, so she can join us. Maybe for the next one she can. So yeah, you just never know. It's a little busy here. So these are really some great ways that you can incorporate using Roman shades into your window treatment designs. I hope you enjoyed our video this week. Be sure to check in next week. Rich is going to be speaking about awnings. And then the following week, when I'm on in 2 weeks, I will be talking about trim. So if there's anything you want to know or want to learn about trim, please let me know. Drop them in the comments below. If you want to see the Roman shades here in the showroom, just stop on in or email us and make an appointment to meet me here in the showroom, and we can talk all about Roman shades. I'll drop our email in the comments below. If you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram at WindowWorks. If you want to keep up with Luann, she's at Luann Igara, and The Well-Designed Business on Facebook. I hope you guys have a really great weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye.